We all know by now that base building is one of the biggest and perhaps one of the best features of No Man's Sky, as it allows us to create some totally random and epic bases or sculptures. And what I like to do every few months is show off some of the amazing creations that other players have made recently, along with also giving you the portal coordinates to them so you can check them out for yourself. And this time, you're in for one hell of a treat. I think some of these bases are the best I've ever seen. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check them out. As with all my videos where I post coordinates to amazing bases, if you want to check them out for yourself, you will need to have quick access to a portal and have unlocked all 16 of the portal glyphs so that you can use a portal to its full potential. But don't worry if you don't have access to all 16 portal glyphs or a portal, because I've got you covered there. I have previously created videos going over absolutely everything you need to know about portals, including the quickest way of finding them, and I've also done a video showing you by far the fastest way to find all 16 portal glyphs. So check those out. I'll leave a link to both those videos in the description for you. First up, if you've ever watched any of my previous base showcase videos, you'll know I love a low orbital base. And I'm starting off with exactly that here. This one is named Boat Base, and it was created by Reddit user TheBaldwinShow. And it is what it says on the tin really, a boat, but this one is way up in the air. Now, I've come across a few boat or ship type bases in the past, but this is definitely the first one I've come across that is actually a low orbital base, and it has been very well created indeed. Inside the main area is incredibly well detailed, and there isn't a small area unused at all. It has a great captain's deck, beds, and everything you need to fly across the skies in this boat, and if you decide to delve under the main deck, you can explore that in great detail as well. Overall, a really well made flying boat, and definitely one you should be checking out. And to do exactly that, you'll need to be in the Euclid galaxy, and the portal coordinates you'll need are Diplo, Sunset, Voxel, Balloon, Sunset, Sunset, Atlas, Atlas, Bug, Sunset, Sunset, and finally another bug. We're bringing it back down to the surface now with this next, well, pretty damn big base, and this goes by the name of Kushlandia Capital, and it was created by Reddit user Trotodo. The base itself consists of multiple towers, each of which you're actually able to fully explore, so I'd like to bet this base is at or just about at the base part build limit. It is that big. Inside the main tower, which is known as Skybridge, there are a number of highly detailed levels you can explore with giant glass walls looking over the amazing planet surrounding it. And to top it all off, literally on the very top there is a roof terrace where you can chill out and take in those spectacular views. Base of this size and with this much detail must have taken an absolute age to create. Honestly guys, definitely come and check out Kushlandia Capital because you will not be disappointed. And to do so, you'll want to be in the Euclid galaxy, and the portal coordinates you are going to need are Bird, Sunset, Dragonfly, Boat, Atlas, Tent, Sunset, Galaxy, Tree, Boat, Tree, and finally a fish. The next base actually comes from a comment on my previous base showcase video, and this base goes by the name of Cliffside Retreat, and it was created by YouTube user IanCSB1. Cliffside Retreat can be located on a golden paradise planet with giant rolling hills, and stuck into the side of one of those many hills is this very impressive retreat. There are a couple of landing pads for easy access, and then you can spot two main sections either side of a point of the hill which is sticking out. The closest side to the landing pad is a multi-level building with various resources being grown within it, but there isn't a tunnel through the cliff to the other side, probably because we all know what will happen if that's the case. The terrain will regenerate and block off the tunnel, so instead you can get there via a short-range teleporter taking you to, well, the other side. This side of the base is more of a, I don't know, social quarters, let's say. You can find a bar, there's always a bar, isn't there? That just has to be done. Along with various other points of interest, and to top it all off, giant glass windows to look out over the stunning views of this cliffside retreat, because it is damned high up. And I know I recorded this at night time, but definitely give this base a look when it's daylight. It is glorious, very well built indeed. And to come and visit IanCSB1's Cliffside Retreat, you'll want to be in Euclid, and the portal coordinates you are going to need are Balloon, Sunset, Tent, Tree, Atlas, Dragonfly, Galaxy, Atlas, Tree, Diplo, Face, and finally a tree. Heading on back into the orbit of a planet now, this next base goes by the name of Suborbital Cloud Base. Very creative. And it was created by Reddit user MushroomShot9592. Now, this is one of a kind orbital base if you ask me, because I've visited many in my time and showcased a bunch on here, but I've never seen one that looks like this. It really is pretty damn cool and unique. Each of the main rooms creating a circle kind of look like, well, sweet rolls from Skyrim if you ask me. A bunch of them have been created as various function rooms, including a bar area and a restaurant which happens to be on fire, though that looks to be by design. The inner circle of this base has a variety of NPC stations dotted around, and there are numerous landing pads surrounding it for easy access to it. And judging by the Reddit post, this base has hit its build limit, which may explain why a couple of the rooms remain vacant. Though even with that, this base is still mightily impressive, so I would definitely recommend you come and check it out. As for visiting it, you want to be in the Euclid galaxy, and the portal coordinates you'll need are Diplo, Sunset, Tree, Bird, Atlas, Dragonfly, Sunset, 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 Atlas, Atlas, and finally another tree. I've probably saved one of the best bases until last. In this next base, we're going to be delving underwater. Very deep underwater, in fact. I think this is the deepest ocean I've come across recently in No Man's Sky, because it's in my catalogue now as the deepest. But it's called Deep Sea Leviathan, and it was created by Reddit user QuickBeamTheENT32. This base is absolutely massive, and over the years I've seen many underwater bases, but I think this one is probably the best underwater base I've ever seen. It has absolutely everything from bed chambers to farming rooms, giant rooms with a boatload of refiners, awesome tunnels with awesome views. You name it, this base has it. And if I was to cover everything this base has in it, we'd be here all day. In fact, it's probably worth its own video, to be honest. But it is seriously impressive. And not to mention, it looks fucking fantastic. I bet it took absolutely ages to build this thing. I managed to get myself lost whilst exploring it once, twice as well. And to top it all off, this really great underwater base is located on an Earth-like paradise planet with a whole bunch of other player-created bases on the same planet for you to check out as well. Now, don't say I don't treat you from time to time. So if you want to come and check out one of the best underwater bases I've ever seen and a bunch of other bases on this Earth-like paradise planet, you want to be in Euclid, and the portal coordinates you are going to need are Face, Bird, Bug, Tree, Atlas, Voxel, Diplo, Rocket, Galaxy, Balloon, Sunset, and finally another rocket. As with all these videos, I like to give a shout out to the community over on Reddit. It's our NMS Coordinate Exchange and our NMS Glyph Exchange, because without you guys, coming across these amazing creations would be near impossible. And the same goes for those of you who have commented coordinates to your bases on my previous bases video. Please keep it up. The more bases I can share, the more videos I can get out, the better. Honestly guys, when I see some of the creations you have made, it totally makes me realise a couple of things about my base building in No Man's Sky. The first one is, I have nowhere near as much imagination to come up with some of these bases like you guys. And secondly, I neither have the skill nor patience to build them just as well. So keep the bases coming in. Who knows, if I get enough comments, I may make this a monthly feature of the channel rather than a quarterly feature. And also, I know there are a few other comments on my other video with coordinates to bases, so I'll be sure to check those out and include them in future base showcase videos. In fact, my next base showcase video will be entirely from my YouTube comments section, so please do leave a comment with coordinates and the galaxy to your bases, guys. And there you have it, folks. There are some of the most amazing bases I've stumbled upon recently. Let me know which one was your favourite in the comments, and don't forget, if you've created some truly epic bases and would like them featured on a new episode of Amazing Bases, why don't you leave a comment below with the coordinates to them and the galaxy that they are in. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you happen to still be here, it would be totally awesome if you could support my channel by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. You can also become a channel member as well, and as always, thanks for watching this video, and I'll hope to catch you in the next one. And there you have it, folks. There are some of the most amazing bases I've stumbled upon recently. Let me know which one was your favourite in the comments, and don't forget, if you've created some truly epic bases and would like them featured on a new episode of Amazing Bases, why don't you leave a comment below with the coordinates to them and the galaxy that they are in. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you happen to still be here, it would be totally awesome if you could support my channel by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. You can also become a channel member as well, and as always, thanks for watching this video, and I'll hope to catch you in the next one.